Hello everybody, this is Orange, and welcome to my Abyss, and I'd like to welcome you to my May 2022 manga haul. It was May. As they say, it's going to be May. And so up here, we have a selection of 16 different manga that I've picked up over the month, so really what I'm really excited to talk about. And also a few comics that I picked up as well, because this month, if you didn't know, was actually Free Comic Book Day. So I picked up some stuff during that, and Free Comic Book Day is memories, good times. But let's get started. So I guess, even though we're talking about Free Comic Book Day at the end, we'll also talk about it now. So for Free Comic Book Day, I went to a small, local comic book shop, so, not any big chain, this one only exists here. And there, they had some really interesting manga that I was able to pick up, and I was shocked when I found it. That being Astro Boy, the Omnibus versions, Volumes 4 and Volume 6. Now, if you've watched any of my past videos, you've probably heard me talk about how much I like Osamu Tezuka and all of his work, and Astro Boy is probably one of his most, well-known things, definitely one of his most well-known things. Astro Boy is a fun, good, great time, and these are big chonkers of books. Well, the problem is, most of the series is out of print. I think you can only, find the first one for, a reasonable price, and the rest of them, it's oops, it's $400 for one book. Have fun. Because it's by Dark Horse, and we love how Dark Horse prints. I actually brought this up to the when I was checking this out at the comic shop, I was to the cashier, yeah, I was actually surprised to see you guys had these. A Dark Horse stuff goes out of print so quick, and he's like, yeah, I know, I hate it. So guess what, Dark Horse, comic shop owners hate it too. Put Astro Boy back into print. But yep, it's Astro Boy. I was so surprised to find these. You don't know how long I was just looking for them. I only have the first one. I believe there's only 7 in total, so it's not the longest series, but again, it's super hard to find. And the ones you can find are normally $400, and I'm not dumping that much money on Astro Boy, no matter how thick they are. Yeah, but they're great. Look at the cover. And look at this one. I love this cover so much because it also has Ern and Cobalt on them. And they were I love Cobalt. I think Cobalt should have more love because he's one of my favorite obscure Astro Boy characters. And he hardly appears in anything. If I think about the anime, I think he only appears in the 60 series review episodes. But God, I love Astro Boy and I'm so excited to find these. Just I love Astro Boy. I really hope I'll be able to collect an entire series someday soon. And below that, we have Hinamatsuri, Volume 5. I've been collecting Hinamatsuri for the past few episodes. Are these episodes? Is this a show? I guess this is a web show. But I love Hinamatsuri. It's a good time. It's always just a fun, feel-good time for me. Love it. I love my psychic girls and my Yakuza men just having goofy, fun adventures. Yeah, I think this one's only 19 volumes long, and I'm really hoping to catch up with that soon. I just wanna get all Hinamatsuri on my shelf because I love all of them so much. And of course on the back you got your little fun comics. And also great book for those who whose favorite character is this lovely lady right here, Anzu. It's the tears cry. It's a feel-good comedy series, but sometimes that feel-good is making you cry. And below that we have Mob Psycho 100 Volume 8. Finally, might I say, because oh my god, Dark Horse, gonna have another gripe with Dark Horse. It takes you so long to publish Mob Psycho 100 and pretty much anything you do in general. Publish quicker. Mob Psycho 100 has been done for so long, and yet you're pacing them out. You released the post-series spin-off with Reagan before you released later ones. I don't know, but I'm just happy I have more Mob Psycho in my hands. Probably some of my favorite batches of Mob Psycho 100 chapters. The Exorcism of the Girl. Oh god, I forgot her name. It's fantastic, but it's great. Probably my favorite batch of Mob Psycho chapters, and I love it so much. Mob Psycho is fantastic again. I think I've said that several times. A lot of people find one's art to be a bit off-putting, but I think it adds to the vibe even more. And I also just like the mood that it's you don't have to be traditionally good at art to make a good compelling story with good compelling themes and comedy and characters. And also I think one's art really amps up creep factors in the book too. Cause that ain't how a body's supposed to look, but it's great. And I think this is probably one of my favorite covers too for it. It just got beautiful. I love it. You really like it because the spine's bright orange, yeah? Come at me. You can't tell I like orange. What's my name? And beneath that we have another pickup from that weird nice local little, I lost my brain for a second. The weird nice local little comic shop, which is a copy of Crying Freeman, which is a oldish Yakuza no, it's not Yakuza. It's crime. It's a crime comic and a crime manga. my brain's fried. It's been a long week at work. You know how the vibes are. But yeah, I was surprised to like see this. I was also talking to the guy who ran it. He said, yeah, just someone gave me their entire like old collection of manga, and there were like a bunch of like different volumes I think of old Crime and Freeman. So I just decided to pick up this one, and I can definitively say the Crying Freeman is not my thing. I can see why some people will like it. I wasn't the biggest on it, but I might just keep this in my collection for like comedy value. I don't know, or just like collector's value. I don't know. I just like having it. I just think it's a super interesting like release. And seeing like these old like way Viz used to publish stuff, and even on the back how it has a ad for a actual movie, which I think is the live action version of Crime and Freeman. I don't know. This is an old anime manga franchise I know literally like nothing about. And also I think some art in this is like pretty interesting. I will say that this is adults only, please. Ooh boy, a whole lot of nipples, a whole lot of oops. Yeah, but this was interesting. It's gonna be interesting to stay in my collection, and I'll put a big sticker on it saying, "No one read this." It's for my eyes alone. And below that, we have The Witch and the Beast. Now, this was kind of an impulse pickup. Like now, I guess in my life, I'm trying to like only pick up manga that I feel like I really want in my collection. So I try to like keep it like limited. But I follow a manga account on Tumblr that posts like manga panels. Like good looking manga panels, and I saw one panel from the series, and I said, I need that in my collection. That looks pretty. I normally don't pick up manga on, ooh, pretty vibes alone, but the art was so good in this one, I had to pick it up. And also, like, the story is good. I'm really interested in, like, the magic we have here, and the characters, and the vibes, and, like, they fight a shark? A land shark? I don't know, I'm liking this one so far. Excuse me, I can't wait to pick up more of this one. Yeah, I'm happy I, like, decided to impulse buy this one just based on good art alone. And below that we have, I think, our final of the, wow, I can't believe this obscure comic shop had this, which is Gangsta Volume 3. And if you don't know this, because I've kept it on the download, I've been wanting to collect Gangster, because I rewatched the anime like a while ago, and I'm like, I really like this, and I hear the manga's better. So I decided to start collecting the manga. But the thing is, a lot of the manga, especially the earlier volumes, are out of print, even though the series is only, I think, 8 volumes long and still ongoing. That's because I believe the mangaka, I believe she has, like, a medical emergency thing going on, and, like, that's fine. Put off your manga. Like, don't write your manga if it's, like literally gonna hurt your health. I cannot stress that enough. Your health is more important than writing your manga. But yeah, it's super hard to collect earlier volumes of Gangsta, just because of, like, the series comes out so slow, because, again, the author is sick, so I was surprised to find this in shops, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to eventually pick up more volumes of Gangsta. Again, it's only 8 volumes, and a lot of the later ones are easier to find. It's just like the earlier batch that like I don't think Viz keeps well printed, because like we don't have new people coming to the series because we're not putting out new ones, so might as well not print them. But yeah, I haven't actually read this one yet. This is just a plea of like, I want more Gangsta. I love it so much. It's so good. I love the art. I love it so much. And below that, we have another beloved of mine, which I love with my entire heart and soul. It's Monster Volume 6. Oh wow, a manga tuber talking about Monster. That never happens, except for right now. Monster is great, Monster is fantastic, I love Monster. I'm so close to being done. I think the Perfect Edition is only like 9 volumes, so I'm almost done with collecting the Perfect Edition. I love Monster. I've reread the manga so many times. I've rewatched the anime so many times. I eat, sleep, breathe Monster. Wolfgang Brimmer is the only man I love. I love Monster though, it's fantastic. Just, yeah, read Monster if you have it. It's a classic for a reason. It's popular for a reason. No one shuts up about it for a reason. And below that we have, yes, another good one. I told you that this haul has got me all giddy and excited and happy. And that is Cirque du Freak Volume 6. Now this is the final volume of the re-release of Cirque du Freak. And if you haven't heard me talk about it before, Cirque du Freak is literally, I guess, one of my favorite, like, manga/book/franchise. I love Cirque du Freak with my entire heart, and I'm so happy, because I've been watching other manga hauls on YouTube, and I'm seeing some people, like, pick up this one. They're like, I've never read this before, this is so good. And I'm like, yes! More people read Cirque du Freak! Be it the book or the manga, don't watch the movie. Don't watch the movie, please, I beg you. But the manga's so good, the artwork is fantastic. Just look at all my boys and my girls. Everybody, I love it. I love Cirque du Freak so much. This is my plea to you that I love this series with my entire heart and soul. And I'm so happy that I was finally able to collect it physically. Because it was like released in single volumes years ago, and those went out of print, and then finally it was reprinted in the omnibus formats, and I'm so happy. And it's all in my collection now, and I can reread it anytime I want. No one can stop me. And then, oops, that slid down. Everything's fine, don't worry. And then below that we have Witches, the complete collection. This is a anthology series, written by, how do you pronounce the name? Daisuke Igarashi, who is also the author or mangaka of Children of the Sea, which I have on my shelf. And I love this person's art. I love this manga's art so much. So I'm like, they're doing spooky art. They're doing witches. I like witches. I like those vibes. So I decided to pick it up. And it's really good. The art is beautiful. I just love all the stories they're crafted. I like witches. Can you not tell from my Witch and the Beast over there? I like witches. This is great. I really enjoyed this. This is a really good anthology. More art. I love also the art too. The art is fantastic. I love a sketchy art style. I love an unconventional art style in my house. And below that, we have another personal favorite of literally everyone ever. Fullmetal Alchemist, Full Metal Edition number 17. And this one right here is the penultimate. The next one that come out is going to be the last one in the Full Metal Edition release. And I'm so excited. I love Fullmetal Alchemist with my entire being. I've said this about Monster, but I also love Fullmetal Alchemist with my entire being. I've reread it so many times. I've rewatched it so many times. I eat, sleep, and breathe Fullmetal Alchemist. And you might say, Aaron, that's so generic. And I'm like, it's because it's true. It's one of the best things ever written, and I love it so much. And we have Father on here. Look at my awful man. My awful little meow meow. And on the back we got the dwarf in a flask. Oh my god, I love the Fullmetal Edition so much. It's so good. I love these releases. I'm so hyped for the last one. I just love Fullmetal Alchemist. If you haven't given it a chance yet, like, give it. It has vibes for everyone. It got that fantasy, it got that political intrigue, it got that horror, it got that comedy. Romance? Maybe? I don't know, but it's great, and it's wonderful, and I love Fullmetal Alchemist, and give it a chance in any format. And then below that, what do you guess? It's another personal favorite of Aaron's. It's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5, number 4. It's more JoJo's. What can I say? I love JoJo's so much. As I said before, I eat, sleep, and breathe JoJo's. And Part 5 is a fun, good old part. I enjoy it thoroughly. It's not my favorite part in JoJo's. My favorite part is always like bouncing between part 3 and 4. I love those ones. I love just JoJo's in general, but yeah, it's great. I love this cover. God, the artwork's so beautiful. And on the back, I think it has like one of my favorite like poses the journal's been in. Also, I guess debating in the comments, which journal do you like more? Blue journal or pink journal? I can never decide. Yeah, but it's great. I love it so much. I love JoJo's. These releases are always beautiful and top tier and great and fantastic, and I love you and wonderful. And below that, we have the Soul Eater Perfect Editions volumes 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you might be saying, Aaron, a few manga hauls ago, because I record everything you say in my notebook, and I recite it to myself every night. Aaron, you said that you didn't want to. You wanted to stick to collecting the older editions, the soft covers, and I changed my mind. I changed my mind because from the ones I was collecting, I noticed that, oh my god, like a lot of the later volumes of Soul Eater are really hard to find for like a reasonable price. And it's just going to be better if I just start collecting it like this, because it'll be easier to get my hands on, and it's all going to be uniform. I like uniformity a bit in my collection. I like it. And also, I think I said like in a past video that I didn't really like how they looked. I don't know what I was going on, because like giving them a second look, like I do love how the original like print, the softcover print, like went from like the white to black back to white, like to show how the series got darker. But like also, they don't look half bad either. Like I'm a fan. It's just like the bright yellow spines on my shelf might look a bit weird, but like the covers themselves like are really moody and gothic and good. But yeah, I just decided I'll just start collecting these instead of the original editions, because I think these will be a lot easier to get my hands on in the long run. Alas. But yep, this one is, I think they have about 6 volumes out, so I'm hoping to catch up with the ones that are currently released soon, so I can just start doing stuff on pre-order, because I think it's easier to collect a series when you are pre-ordering it. That is just my weird opinion, though. And yep, there's that one. All the characters on the covers. And also in this edition, Krona, the character, I believe they used, or with Krona, where did my brain go? I heard it advertised that they use like the proper pronouns for Krona. If you don't know Krona, my beloved, they use they, them pronouns, because the author is like, oh yeah, that makes sense. It's like, Krona's Krona, they are Krona, they are they, them. Wow, half of me. But I noticed a few instances where they like weren't. I don't know if they sometimes I think a few characters use like he to refer to Krona. That could be me just misremembering stuff, or totally like it has been a while since I actually read through these. I got these at the beginning of the month. I read them then. So I don't know. They do use they them pronouns for Krona a lot, so I'm happy with that. But it doesn't seem like they use them always. Yeah, we love to see it. And if you want to dip out now, Aaron's going to talk about comics because they like collecting comics too. And with the comic I collected this month, it is the Roma Chronicles, Realm of the Blue Mist. If you didn't know, today was also, or this month was also Free Comic Book Day, and I got this in free comic book form, and I liked it so much, I bought the whole dang book. And this is by, I think, Amy Kabushi? Yeah, Amy Kim Kabushi, and she's actually the wife of Kazu Kabushi, and if you do not know, if it was for Kazu Kabushi, I literally wouldn't be doing art. His comic Amulet inspired me to write art, and I have it all outside except for the last volume, which isn't out yet. And I'm like, oh, this one looks like a fun adventure, and also fun adventures within the fun adventure, like a comic like wife-husband duo. It's like, oh heck yeah, I love to pick this up, and this was super fun. I really enjoyed it. It was a good time. A lot of the Amulet vibes actually. Love me isekai. This kind of isekai where girl gets transported to other world and wants to get home. Yeah, but this was a good time. I liked it. I'm really interested in seeing where this one goes. Yeah, but there we go. And then below that, we got all my free comic book day pickups because it's a good time. I like showing you the stuff I get. And if you don't know, free comic book day happens like once a year, and like stores get like a collection of free comic books, and they're just like thin little shorty things, and they're usually made to like advertise like a full book. Like as I showed with the Roma Chronicles, it only took like one chapter of the book. And it's like, don't you want to read more? And sometimes you do, sometimes you do. Sometimes you pick up the full series, sometimes you don't. But yeah, I got this Nottingham, I think. I like the gothic artwork of this one. And also, like, for a few of these, like, there are some that I wanted to fully collect, and some which I just wanted to keep because of the art. So yeah, and also I saw, like, they also have a lot of ads in them because comics have ads of, like, book series that I did want to pick up, so I'm doing that. Because I like comics, too. And I also picked up this one, It Won't Always Be Like This. This is, I think, an autobiographical one. This one was really fun. I actually like this one a whole bunch. Beneath that we have Hollow. This one's good and spooky. What I am disappointed in, though, the artwork on the inside is a lot more colorful than how like moody it is on the outside. Which I can expect. Like, I don't expect like everything to be fully painterly, but I'm like, it looks so cool in here. And it looks good on the inside too, but I like this more. And then we have, what's this one? Galaxy, the Prettiest Star. Beautiful artwork in this one, like 10 out of 10 for this artwork. Also, apparently this is DC. I don't know, I don't really collect too many superhero things. And then beneath that, oh god, the Winchester Mystery House. A fun horror one, I don't know, I had a good time with this one. Below that, we have Neverlanders, which is Peter Pan, but edgy. Not your mama's Peter Pan, as people say. This one I also was a pretty big fan of the artwork. I don't know, I might pick this one up eventually in full, but who knows? Who knows? And then the last one I have is Enemies. This was a cute one too. So there we go, that's my whole collection of the stuff I've picked up this month. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry if I rambled a bunch. I am tired. It was a week at work. So thank you very much and have a lovely night.